Hi, my beautiful Light Fragments Oracle Soul family. Welcome to Susie's Cafe, where we talk about all kinds of different things. I wanted to come on tonight because there's been so many things that I've wanted to talk to you guys about. And luckily this week I had a little bit of time. The first thing that I would like to mention is congratulations to Jerry Bradley for winning the 20,000 subscriber celebration giveaway. Jerry, woo, 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 woo. Congratulations. And Jerry did get back to me and we connected, and so she has claimed her prize, so I'm really excited. It's been all packaged up for a couple of days and I will be shipping it out next week for her. So when the next giveaway comes around, it will probably be at 25,000 subscribers. So share my channel with your family and friends and let them know what we do on here. I'm sure that there are some people that like creative things, makeup, skincare, artsy craftsy things, talking about spiritual things, wisdom, you name it, we try to talk about it. But more importantly, older women that are feeling like they're being phased out of the makeup community, just phased out in life in general. And I am here to tell you that this lady, this lioness, is not going to allow herself to be phased out. So if you're with me on that, give me a thumbs up in the comment section. Okay. I told you guys that I wanted to talk to you a little bit about complex PTSD. I didn't even know there was such a thing. But when I did my videos, part 1 and 2 on narcissism, I did so much of my own research on narcissism, and I've had my own experiences with it, that I mentioned in one of my videos that the narcissist, it's almost like they have this internal PTSD that they can't turn off. Once I said that on my channel and I put my video on pause to go do something and went on my laptop, right along the side there was CPTSD. So I was able to come back and mention it on my own video on narcissism. And I decided to delve a little deeper into what CPTSD is. It's complex PTSD. So I have 12 complex PTSD symptoms. And if you are feeling any of these, go to the Crappy Childhood Fairy and watch her videos and begin the process of healing. I signed up for her daily practice just because it's a great thing to do, and I meditate anyway. But a lot of my own CPTSD, minor CPTSD, I healed on my own because I didn't know there was a term for it, and I didn't know that anybody out there knew what it was. So I had to, with the help of God, heal myself. And I'm still in the process of healing myself, which is why I have this channel. You're going to see me not be this perfect person on this channel. Sometimes I get angry. Sometimes I get sad. Sometimes I'm happy. Most of the time I'm happy. But it took a long time for me to get to this place. Okay? And I told you, like attracts like. And what that means is if you have complex PTSD, the chances are that you will attract someone else that has it and possibly a narcissist. Okay, so let me read through the 12 symptoms. Number 1, do you have attention, memory, or focus problems? This is a direct result of trauma as a child. Do you space out or feel numb when having to make important decisions and become dysregulated? Or even when you have to face your own feelings about something, if somebody asks you a question, do you space out or feel numb, or what I like to say, freeze, because you don't know what to say? Number 3, do you have emotional dysregulation? Emotional dysregulation is when your insides go into like overdrive, and it's almost like a panic attack. It feels like a panic attack. It feels like anxiety, and you just don't know which way to go. You become totally dysregulated. Some people don't even know when they're driving their car how they got to their destination because they're so upset and so dysregulated. That can happen often. And when that happens, oftentimes that person will become, even if they're not an introvert, it will appear like they're introverted because they have a fear of feeling this. And it's confusion. It's just total confusion in the mind. Number 4, do you find yourself in constant conflict with family members, co-workers, friends, or your partner? Do you aggravate ordinary conflicts by blowing them way out of proportion? For instance, I'll just give this one because my husband and I were just laughing about this. We listened to the news, and instead of saying, there's going to be some heavy rain coming, and, they give you the lowdown, they go to the extreme, and all of a sudden, trees are going to fall on your house, and the winds are going to be 80 miles an hour, and when all it really is a normal thunderstorm. Now, granted, it could be happening elsewhere, but it seems like lately, more often than not, we are put in panic mode by the news on TV. And so I have chosen not to even listen to it. I don't even listen to it anymore. I don't want anything to do with the news because I don't want to panic. I don't want to be feeling like the world's going to end tomorrow. I don't. And what happens with this complex PTSD blowing things out of proportion, it could be something very small, and it could be fixable. But all of a sudden, think about when you were a kid. Did your parents blow things out of proportion every time you went to talk to them? I know that I used to do it. And I look back and think, oh my goodness, I should have waited till I was 35 to have children. But that's not what happened. So this, taking, it's called catastrophic thinking, my friend told me. Catastrophic thinking is taking something very small and pushing it to the most devastating thing that could happen. Do you know anybody like this? They'll call you up and you're like, oh my God, what's going on? And then they tell you and you're like, oh, right? It that's what happens with people that have complex PTSD. Now, you may not have all of these. You may have half of them, but it's worth looking at them. Fear of being alone. So you stay in negative relationships. Even if love is gone, you have this fear of being alone because you felt abandoned as a child. You felt abandoned. Maybe you were abandoned. Maybe your parents did abandon you. Maybe they said they were going to pick you up and never showed up at your baseball game or soccer game or cheerleading or whatever it is that you did. But, always failing the child, they feel abandoned. Are you attractive to abusive people? That feeling of you're not worth more than that. Are you addicted to substances? Are you addicted to alcohol? Are you addicted to marijuana? Are you addicted to drugs? Are you addicted to cigarettes? Now, cigarette smoking is not good for you. I do tread lightly on that because back in the day, when my parents were alive, everybody smoked. So for us growing up, smoking was just something we saw, and but I'm speaking more in terms of mind-altering substances, opiates, anything to numb how you're feeling. Do you struggle with depression and anxiety or any mental health issue? Are you overweight? That can be an addiction. As a child, you soothed yourself by eating snacks and food that you shouldn't be eating, and then you acquired, becoming overweight because you held all of that inside of you. And some people are just overweight because of metabolism, and some people are just overweight because they like to eat. It has nothing to do with complex PTSD, but that can be a symptom. Number 11, do you have unexplained health problems, migraines, fibromyalgia? Yes, there's a diagnosis for that. Aches and pains that they can't find anything wrong with you. You've gone to doctor upon doctor and you've changed your eating habits and you still have these aches and pains and they won't go away. Do you feel, number 12, and this is the last one, do you feel separate from everybody else, disconnected? I'm not talking about on a spiritual level. I'm talking about feeling disconnected from who you truly are, disconnected from, if you go, your friends invite you to go out with them and you go and you just constantly stay in the background, not because you're shy, but because you really do feel disconnected from people, which in turn feeds that alone feeling that you have. So I don't have this typed up. If I did, I would post it on my community tab. But watch the video again and take notes, because that's how I got all my information. I took notes. And again, go to the Crappy Childhood Fairy. Anna is her name. She works with people with complex PTSD, and she also has healed and is still healing from it for many, many years. So I think that you will really enjoy watching her videos. And we'll get into more complex PTSD things in the future. The other person that I want to mention and give a shout out onto my channel, I asked permission from him today. Honest to gosh, you know, I was a teacher. I still consider myself a teacher when I come on here, spiritual teacher, so to speak. But I met the most incredible young man on YouTube who is an old soul. He is totally an old soul. And his name is Paul, and his channel is called StarSoulHealing. Again, I was looking something up for myself, for my own spiritual benefit, and lo and behold, there is his channel. And I decided to click on it. And when I clicked on it, every single reading that I clicked on from him was 100% spot on. I would like you to go to Paul, StarSoulHealing. He reminds me of my son. He talks a lot like my son. And just tell him, you know, Susie from Light Fragments Oracle sent me, and I wanted to come. And there's a lot of young people on there. But you know what? For me, when we go back, there's not going to be any age. Okay? There's no age gaps. There might be age gaps when you look at somebody's skin, like for makeup, but in spirit, there are no age gaps. We are all one. We are all one. Okay? If that's how you believe. I like to say that I see pieces of myself in everyone. And I have a sample of the Ives St. Laurent All Hours Foundation, full coverage, weightless feel, all day long wear, luminous matte. Now this is a matte foundation. These are the samples. So I am going to use this one right here. And I'm going to put that on with my Machillo brush. Hopefully there will be enough in this. That looks like a pretty gosh darn good match. Wow, and it spreads. That was a little tiny bit. I'm going to put that on, and then I'm going to show you what else I picked up. I went down to Marshall's because I was looking for a bathing suit. Oh my goodness, ladies in general. Bathing suit shopping. Mwah, mwah. It is so frustrating. It's so frustrating. I like having the vision in my mind that I have of my body. Because let me tell you something. When I go into the dressing room and I stand in front of those mirrors, I just want to cry. So I try not to do it. I found a bathing suit though, but I'm altering it. I'm altering it a little bit. I love the bathing suit, but I am going to alter it. The body that I had when I was even 35, I do not have anymore. All right, let me take my glasses off here. Let's open up the, see, I put it back in the container. It's so nice. Oh, it's so nice. All right. I'm going to dot this. Now, let me tell you a little bit about this foundation. It does have a fragrance. It does have a perfume fragrance. But I've heard some good things about. Hello. Where are you? Come out. Come here. Ives St. Laurent. That's what I was going to say. But, you know, put some right here. Ooh, it's very liquidy. So this is going to be plenty. If I like this, I'm going to purchase it. I might be able to get a sample. I checked out a stick foundation this morning online, and you can get samples. So they ask you to get 3 samples, and they're $3, so $3.33 a piece. You get 3 for $10. But when I clicked on it to complete my order, it kept telling me that I hadn't picked my samples. Funky website stuff really bugs me. Okay. Let's spread with the Machillo. This color is more my color. It's not like a tan. It's more of a classic medium color. I'm having a little bit of problem with the fragrance, but I still think it's better than some of these other foundations that smell like paint. I don't like that. This spreads really nice, you guys. So if you want to stipple it on with a brush or stipple it on with your sponge, the smell is fading. I like that it has a luminous glow to it. I think I'm going to add a little more right here. I'm just going to put it on with my fingers. And okay, it's drying down. It's taking a little while to dry down, and I didn't use it all, so I'm gonna save this. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna let you know what I put on. I used the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. I love this. I've been showcasing it now for months. This is just the nicest bronzer. I look at it and I think it's not going to show, but it's so soft and so subtle. And then I use the Too Faced Cloud Crush Golden Hour. Look, I cannot say enough about this blush. Too Faced, send me some PR. I love everything that I personally have purchased from you, and I will showcase it on my channel. I love the Born This Way foundation. I love my 2 Cloud Crush blushes. This blush has such a gorgeous sheen to it. Look at this color. It is so, and it smells so nice. It's really a very light perfume smell. Doesn't bother my nose. I've got 2 colors in this. I love my Cocoa Bold, both of my lipsticks. This one is in Ganache. This is the one I have on now. I love, love, love this lipstick. Speaking of lipstick, I got some on my teeth. I got this, I've been wearing this a lot. And I love my other one. This one is called Hot Chocolate. It smells like hot chocolate. Really does. And this one that is ganache, it smells like a chocolate pastry. Oh, I love everything about these lipsticks. They are so nice. I've got to tell you what happened. The last video, let me back up here. I want to show you something. I'm collecting. Look at this box. Look at all the items in this box are either empty or they're just like, I'm getting rid of the stuff. This Pacifica, I don't like it. You know, I'm going to let my siblings pick anything they want out of here. This is toner. I finished that up. I finished this cream up. I finished up this setting spray. So this I'm collecting for the end of the year. But I've got to show you something. I got these two lipsticks from Temu. I got them because I love the fancy packaging. These things stink. They stink. I put on this one the other day when I was doing my channel. I paused my video because it felt like it was so dry and it was like rolling off my lips. And I went downstairs and I looked at it and I was like, what is going on with this lipstick? So I chucked it in here. A lot of these things I've used up. So at the end of the year, I'm going to go through this whole box and let you know what I think. Anything that I don't want to keep, unless I get totally disgusted with it and throw it in the trash, is going in this box right here. So I'm going to do, it's called Stash or Trash. Because some of the things that I threw in there, I might decide I don't want to throw away. But in a weak moment, I was like, you know what? No. Trash. That way, when you see that box at the end of the year, you're going to say, okay, she's honest. She's honest. I try to give everything a fair shot. All right? Now, I want to show you the last thing that I got. And I think I'm going to put on some eyeshadow real quick, but I'm not going to put on any mascara. I'm not going to do my brows. I'm going away to visit my new grandbaby tomorrow. And I'm only going to be gone for a couple of hours, staying there for a couple of hours, but it's a 2-hour drive. And it's my birthday. It's my birthday. I went down, as I mentioned earlier, to get a bathing suit, and I could not pass this up. I've got to show you. I have the Revolution, oh goodness, Makeup Revolution London. This is Prestige. It's kind of a small palette. I love this palette. You can tell that quite a few of these colors are well loved. This one, the gold, this one down here, this one right here I used as a highlighter, and I'm still keeping it. But they had the big one. This is the Maxi Reloaded palette, and this is it. And there were some really, I almost bought a 70s palette down there, and I thought, you know what, for the price, this is on sale for $8.99, but look at these colors. Oh my gosh. There's lots of browns. I love to wear brown. So I thought, let's put on a color. And then I will say goodnight to all of you. Let me see, what can I get here? I'm going to use my other Real Techniques, my fairy brushes. Let's see, what can I use? I want a matte. I think I'm going to use, this is really dark, but I think I'm going to use it. I think I'm going to use this chocolate right here. So, let me move in. Yeah, as soon as I'm done, I am going to take a shower, which is so sad because this foundation is lovely. Oh my goodness, is it lovely. It is just lovely. Ooh, I love this brown. I'm wearing a denim tank top tomorrow, and so I might wear this brown eyeshadow to go with it. Pretty. I love a chocolate brown on the lid. Not in here, on the lid. What one did I use? I can't even remember now. I believe it was this one. One thing I love about the Revolution eyeshadows, they are really affordable and the pigment is superb. I know a lot of content creators bash Makeup Revolution. I'm not into the bashing. Sorry. Hey, I've purchased some eyeshadows that were really expensive that do not apply like these. So I'm going to tell you the truth. If you want a nice eyeshadow palette, and if you have a Marshall's or a TJ Maxx near you, go in and get this palette because it's only $8.99, and my Marshalls had like 3 or 4 of these. I'm gonna go up a little higher into the crease. Oh, I don't want to take this off, but I have to because it's nighttime, it's not daytime. We had tornado warnings here today, so I was too afraid to start a video and then have to have something go wrong with my technology. That is pretty. I'm going to take this and I'm going to go underneath my eye with it. I kind of put my makeup on the same every time. I just play around with colors. I'm going to try to get, you know what? If I ever get to England and I get to go visit Joseph, I'm going to put eyeshadow on him. Yep, I am Joseph. I am. I'm going to use a matte under my eyebrow. Look at that. I'm telling you, this eyeshadow is so pretty. It does flake just a tiny bit, but you can clean that out. My goodness. You can clean that up. Okay, just to give you an update, the foundation is lovely. And look at it. It still has a beautiful sheen. One thing you can do, if you don't have a bronzer and you have a palette that has a lot of browns, different tones, like look at this one here. You could use this one right here as a bronzer. What's this color? Ooh, I'm going to put that over my, what one was it? I'm going to put that right in the center of my eyelid. See it? Ooh, I cannot wait to put makeup on tomorrow morning. I have to leave earlier than I wanted. I'm just not a morning person. And if I have to go to work, what I do is I get up early, but you know, I'm not throwing makeup on. I just run out the door. All right, check this out at Marshall's. It's called Maxi Reloaded. Final thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my face brush and I'm just going to throw on just a little bit of translucent powder. Also the Charlotte Tilbury. Now look, this is a mini. You guys don't need to spend tons of money. If you want to try something, right, get the minis. I'm just setting all of this with setting powder. Time is it? I don't want to take a shower. I don't. Isn't that pretty now with some nice black eyeliner? Really, really pretty. So we'll do a full eye with this at another time, hopefully this weekend. And that's it, you guys. That's all I have for tonight. We will do the spiral steps. The next time I'm just going to be putting on makeup. I'm not going to be talking about anything heavy. No, we don't want the heavy. We don't want the heavy. We want the happy. I wish that I had gotten this Born This Way in a lighter color. It is dark. This color for the Ives St. Laurent is a really nice color. And for you guys that are interested, let me tell you what the color is. It's called MN4. MN4. If you have a medium skin tone like I do, it's a really good color. Okay, my beautiful friends. Be well, be blessed, be beautiful, because you are, because there's nobody else on the planet like you. Let's pick a card real quick. Let's see what the fairies have to say to us. Let's pick a card. These are my minis. I wish every single deck was this size. Look at, I can hold it in my hand. And I can shovel these really easy. Let's see what the cards have to say. Oh! A bunch fell out. A bunch fell out, but this one was face up, and this is the one I'm going to read. Admit your true feelings to yourself. Admit your true feelings to yourself. This card is in perfect alignment. You can't make this stuff up with the CPTSD symptoms. Admit your true feelings to yourself. And if you feel like you qualify for that, go check the link out in my description. Start doing the inner healing, and by gosh, you are going to feel better. You are going to feel better, and you are going to gain wisdom. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. And if you want to get better internally, then you have some healing work to do on yourself. You know, I've been wanting to tell you guys that I do energy work. I do card readings. I paint soul auras. I can do remote scanning. I just did it for a friend gratis. And he messaged me that he was feeling really good. I just I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you my alternate email and put that down in my description. So if any of you want healing, to get, some healings, or to get a card reading or whatever, you can contact me via email, and then we can discuss how we're going to do it. I'm not going to list any prices. I'm really reasonable. I do this for healing, but time is money. I'd like to get compensated for that. But my goal is to help people. My goal isn't to put people, in hock for what I do. My goal is to help people. That's my heart. That's coming from my heart. That's what I'm here for. I believe my purpose is to do this. Okay? So be well, be blessed, be beautiful, because you are. Because there's nobody else on the planet like you. Your guardian angels are with you every single day. God loves you. God is universal. And so do I. I love you too. Until next time, my friends. I love ya.